Alright, I think we're back. Question is the internet back? That's the question. I am not 100% sure, but I think we're back. Dave, yeah, I figured it was YouTube. It was like an entire YouTube issue. I think we're back. Don't see any issues here. Alright, let's try this here. Let's see. Yep, and it looks like it's back. Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good here. Alright, so I think we're back. We'll see how long it lasts, though, but... Only me can see it, yeah. Oh, we're not guiding. Oh, shoot. There we go. There we go. Here, I'd like to get this in color. So here, we'll do this real quick. We'll flip this to red. We'll make sure we get this just right, and then we'll get this in color. That should do it right there. That's in focus. That's perfect. Alright, so then what we'll do, take that down to 1. Okay. Take 5 3-minute images in red, green, and blue, and then we'll flip it to the North American Nebula. This one, we're taking a 3-minute image here.
Going blind, feel my vision. Turning gray and into fiction. Tell me, friend, do you know who I am? I've been dreaming but can't remember how this ends. I can feel it reflect in the clearest of eyes, in you. I got you locked in just like a secret, telling nobody else how I'm feeling. I got you locked in just like a secret, telling nobody else how I'm feeling, else how I'm feeling.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool. Drifted a little bit, but that's it. Take the saturation down just a slight bit.
Falling out, getting too close.
Once I get the color just right, then we'll be golden.
Letting you go. Hear me out.
Yeah, the saturation is just way too much.
My dreams I can almost
We'll bring that saturation down.
the dark. I can feel it reflect in the clearest of eyes, in you. I got you locked in just like a secret.
Now, try that and see how that works. That should be perfect. Alright. I think the internet's back. I think everything's good to go. 3rd time's a charm. A little bit of drift on this one, but still looks pretty darn good. That's pretty darn good. Yeah, that's really good. Now, the colored image is going to be really good, so we'll definitely do that then. Let's see here. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Let's see what the next image here. Because what we did was we took the saturation down so it won't be as bright or vibrant. I don't need it to be vibrant. I want it to have detail. So this is going to be a 3-minute image on the Altair camera. Let's see what we get here. Should reverse it, though. Let me see. Wait till the next image here, and I want to try to see if I can mirror it. That's a little bit better. Yeah, that's much better. Ooh, that's pretty. The question is, did the vibrance go down? Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yep, yeah, it did. Okay. Alright, let's bring it down just a little bit more here. Okay, bring it down just a little bit more, down to 72. There. Yeah, I gotta flip it. Let me see here. Alright, let me see if I can. Is there a way? There's gotta be a way you can. Rotate? No. Flip. Horizontal. There it is. There. Perfect. Now it's going to flip it. Perfect. So that way now it's going to show the same. Okay, so now that we're back, finally, because boy, that was lovely and loads of fun, but knowing that now we're back, that's perfect. That is really cool. I mean, it's off by just a little bit on the rotation, but it's pretty darn good for where it's supposed to be, so. But like I was saying, before we got interrupted by YouTube, which is always so much fun, I'm just going to go over a little bit about how this is set up. So, we have different scenes. Okay, so I use what's called window capture on OBS, which is, again, online broadcasting studios. And what I do is I take all the windows that I have of every capture processing or capturing program, that I have, and makes it easier instead of me flipping through windows non-stop and then getting bored of what's going on. Everything's all there right in front. If I wanted to view my wide field, which again, that's my house that's sitting there, and we'll have the Milky Way coming up above the house. This is a ASI ZWO 178 monochrome camera on a 10mm lens. So, and it's on the actual mount itself. So it's tracking. So I can take 80-second exposures without having any star trails. So that's this big view. So you have that. So when we're doing meteor showers, or we're doing anything that is going to be an event where you want to see something, that's what I'm going to use. This is going to be number one. And we'll see a bunch of stuff, which is really cool. It gives me about 25 degrees of the sky, which is not exactly an all-sky camera, but it's a wide field. And that's the most important thing. So that's the wide field. The information up on the top is the object that we're getting, which is M57. That's the Ring Nebula. So you can see that. I always try to make sure we get information on that. RA is your right ascension, DE is your declination, and that just shows where it is in the sky. It's kind of like a road map. You type that in, and that's going to get you exact coordinates of where it is in the sky. So then the next thing is what's called Planetary Nebula. It's an M57. Its magnitude is 9.7, and its dimension is about 1 by 1 arc minute. And then it's also considered as NGC7000. We go over to the left, of course, naturally, that's the banner with the time. And then the moon phase, which I can see the moon through my window. 43%, so just about half a full moon. Below that is you have my planetary software. Planetary software that I use is carded to seal. And that's what I use to connect to the telescope, and that's where I can tell to move it from over one side of the sky to the other, to make it life easier for me. So if I want to move the telescope, I could just command it to move it up or down, and then you'd be golden. So you can see M57 is in view with that. Below that is my Altair Hypercam. That's the 269C. This is the camera that we use for color. You want an immediate colored image, that's what this is right here. And you can see that I can get a colored image. I'm still working slowly but surely on the actual color itself, getting the saturation just right, so this way I don't have to touch it ever again. But it's looking really good. Definitely impressed with it and what we can get with it. As you can see, that's the Ring Nebula. It almost looks like a Cheerio, so they called it the Space's Cheerio. And what we're getting with that one is, and I can pull it up here. So this is a 3-minute exposure at a gain of 20. And that's what you're noticing here on the bottom of that. You have 3 minutes and 0 seconds, 20 gain, and then where it says 956 and zoom 200%, this is where I can actually go and then use the live, and you can see the time going through. So right now it's at 82%. Below that is my Meade camera, which is my monochrome camera. And this is what we'll be using for hydrogen alpha, oxygen 3, and sulfur 2. So you can see here, this is what it looks like with the monochrome camera. As you can see, you're going to be able to get more of a field of view. Now you're also going to, the problem you're going to have with this is a little bit of vignetting. Vignetting is just that we have a 1.25 inch filter on it, so it's going to give it a little bit of corners. But that's okay. But you can see, you barely even can see the Ring Nebula in that view. I'm going to put the mouse on it, which is this right there. Where that mouse is on the bottom left-hand screen, you're going to see that's where the Ring Nebula is, right here. Right there. So small. Which is what I want, because on the other camera, it's a lot bigger. And then, of course, you have 3 minutes and then 0 seconds at a gain of 1. Make a look at the live camera views on this. There's both live camera views are going. One's at 57 seconds, another one's at 2.5 minutes, so we can stagger them back and forth to make it easier so you know exactly what's what. And then the best part about this is that you have the guider on the bottom. So with the guider is we have to use what's called a guide camera on a guide scope. If you don't, you're going to have error in the mount and you're going to have star trails. So you have to pick a star in a field of view and guide on it. And that's where this chart comes in handy. So you have what's called RMS error and pixels. And then also you have which is arc seconds. So right now we're sitting at about 1 arc second of error. Not great. I like to be about 0.6 to 0.7, and the best is 0.4. So it fluctuates, and it's going every 2 seconds, it's updating. And then you have your right ascension and your declination, and the color codes. I'll actually do you guys one better. I didn't notice that, but we can actually put it. You have the color there. Your right ascension's in green, and then your declination is in orange. There we go. There we go. So that's the graph there, and that graph will be able to tell me how close I am of getting it to centered as possible. And then there's little like bars up at the top, and that's your correction for error. And then of course you have the sub count on the bottom right. Now, what's cool about this is that hypothetically, say we're imaging, you know, in hydrogen alpha, and I want to just look at images from my Meade camera. Well, what I can do is I can flip it. So I can flip this completely and have my Meade go big, and then the Altair and the wide field go small. And then I can show you the image on there. Everything else on the bottom will stay exactly the same. So then I can go to here. And I can go to adjust. Alright, so the red images are done. And then what I can do is we can flip this to green. Okay, green. Okay, so now we're flipping it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's perfect. That should be good. Alright, perfect. I used one gain, didn't I? I don't remember. Let me see. Yeah, I was using one gain. Okay. Perfect. Okay. There we go. Well, that's the Ring Nebula. Move that over there. Perfect. And then we're gonna put the filters up on here too. There we go. This way you can see that we're in the green filter. So we're doing red, green, and blue, and you're probably wondering, well, what is red, green, and blue? Well, it's a monochrome camera. To get this in color, you have to take them in separate red, green, and blue filters. And then you'll be able to see it. Right now, we're taking this in the green filter right now. I gotta say, I think this is as good as I can get it for that one. What I might just do is we can take that off, put the gain down to 1, and then see what happens at 3 minutes. We're just testing this out. Color is just about right. I think we got color just perfect for the Altair camera with the L Extreme filter. Which I should put that on there to let everyone know what camera it is. And actually what we'll do is we'll put this all the way to the left here. And we'll put that right there. And then this can go up top here. I think, is that door closed? I don't know if that door's closed or not. Let me see. Did I close that door? I didn't. That's why. There we go. Ow! There we go. Alright, so the first green one is done. Close the door, so hopefully that'll work. Well, that's much better. Like closing the door, that gives it a little bit less. That's perfect. Good, 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 good. Alright, so now Oh, that's much better. Oh my god, that's much better. Color-wise, that is. But the actual, like, physical nebula, let's see what it did here. Hey. I think you gotta give it some kind of, yeah, you gotta give some kind of gain. Okay. Probably do 2.5. Color is perfect, though. A little bit more saturation. Try that and see if that works. That should be much better. So we're giving it a little bit more of gain and see what happens with that. So this is the green channel. Whoa. Perfect. Looks great to me in green. It's a donut. Perfecto. I'm loving it. Just looking at the color here. Yeah, it looks like it's, you know, like you can't go any higher because then it's gonna start cutting it off. Okay. Got it. Okay. So you kind of have to do that in order to move it. Okay. Well, I'm kind of glad that we got it all figured out and everything. Just took 3 tries, but we did it. And now we can relax. Oh yeah. Alright, let's see how this one is. Gained a little bit here, so now you can start to see a little bit of details. This is good. We're up to 2.43 on the gain. Oh yeah, that's much better. Oh yeah, much better. That's perfect. We got that color down to a T now. We got one more in green, and then we're gonna do blue. We're just about done with the green on the Meade camera, and we're going to be flipping this right now to blue. All right. Okay, flipping to blue. Get a smaller star. Let's see one that's over here. There we go. That's actually not too bad, really. Let's see here. 1, 2. That's perfect right there. Okay. And go. Alright, so now we're doing the blue. Got 4 more to go in blue. One more, and then we're going to flip objects. So then this way we'll have red, green, and blue for the Ring Nebula. And so we'll be able to capture this in color with the Meade monochrome. We also are shooting 5 minutes right now with the Altair Hypercam, so we'll try that and see. 5 minutes with a gain of 2.43. So we'll see if there's any good info that we could possibly pop out of this, which I'm hoping we can. Looks like there's a satellite that's just going down here at the bottom right. I got the mouse right on here. It's moving in this direction here. Should move from down to up. Well, let's see what it does. We got 7 seconds, and then the next exposure is going to be taken here. 2, 1. Yeah, it was going in the opposite direction there. It looks like... I'm not sure if that's a shooting star or not. Let's see here. Hang on. We're down at the bottom here. The bottom right. I don't know what that is. Could that be a shooting star? Sure looks like it. Because it's the way that it looks like on there. It's very possible, and how it looks like it's like faint and then all of a sudden gets bright and then all of a sudden disappears again. That's possible. So we're 200% here. The only thing I could possibly say is that go to 600% here. Is we can watch it and see what it does here. There we go. Because if it was a plain satellite, you would see it be a streak, not just going from little to big. Back to little again. So let's see. Let's go back out and see what happened and see if it disappeared or not. Yeah, see, it's gone. Yeah, that was definitely a satellite. Okay, cool. Not satellite. A shooting star. Shooting star. Let's go to 66%. There we go. Back to regular. But you can see it's gone. So that was a shooting star. How cool is that? And we got 20 seconds left here. And we'll be done with the first blue. Actually, I think we've taken, we got 1, 2. We're on the third blue right now. That's right, sharing is caring. Ha! Sharing is caring. Well, I'm glad YouTube got its head out of its butt, so that's good. Alright, so the first image is done. Again, we took a 5-minute image here with the Altair camera. So let's see what we get here. Let's boost that up a little bit. Take that down a little bit. And then we'll take the color. Well, that looks pretty good. Wow. Dang. The color is pretty darn good on the Altair camera. Just gotta change the blue just a slight bit. Yeah. There we go. That's perfect. That is perfecto for color. And of course, naturally, I can always add saturation and everything later on, but I'm pretty satisfied with that. Stars look good, they look bright, they look tight. Definitely liking that. 2, 3. So we've taken 3. How long do we have before the next blue one? Let's see. About 2.5 minutes. And welcome, Astro. We have a new viewer onto our stream. Was looking around on Twitter and saw that he posted a picture. I think it's a he, I'm sure, I'm sorry. They posted a picture of the Eagle Nebula, which is M16, on Twitter. And got 45 minutes of exposure. And what I can do is actually see if I can pull it up. If you don't mind, I most certainly can pull it up for you. It's Astro-Imaging? Is that how you say it? Caleb is his name. So, but thank you for coming on in and welcome. If you mind, I could see if I don't know if I could pull it up. Let's see. Might have to sign into Twitter. Okay, perfect. Let's see. I gotta sign into Twitter here. I got Facebook on here, but I gotta figure out how to get this on here. Yeah, because we got one more image in blue. Let's see. Come on. It's loading. Come on. There it goes. Alright. Pull up Twitter here. Caleb, do you have a YouTube channel that we could share out? Or Facebook? Because if you have Facebook and post on there, I could easily pull that up and easily show it to everyone. So I can't remember my password. Hang on, let me see if I can find it here. Let me see. Password accounts. Let's go to Twitter. Okay, here it is. You do have a YouTube. Well, do you post videos? Because I know this is your YouTube channel, but I'm just saying, like, do you actually... I'll look you up. Don't worry. I'll get you. I'll get you. Let me go on here. Let me see here. do fantastic. Just typing in my password here. Let's see here. There's a login on your account. I wonder who could be doing that. That was me. Ha ha! That was me. Alright, so let's see here. I gotta find you. Search Twitter. Here we go. Just uploading my squatching adventure today. Well, that's awesome. ASTROCAR. There you are. Astro-Imaging. There you are. I found you. Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait till the next image is done because we got about one more image left. So we're gonna do a display capture. What the hell's my display capture? Did I delete it? Well, I got rid of it, I guess. There it is. We just gotta bring it all the way to the top. What do you mean by squatching? What is that? Is that like a game? Is that Sasquatch? Is that like where you're looking for Sasquatch? Alright, there we go. Putting this all the way to the top here. Because again, Caleb, I hope you don't mind, but we're gonna show everyone your Twitter picture. Alright, so here we go. We're gonna click this here. Perfect. Bam! Just like that. There we go. So this is M16, which is the Eagle Nebula, which you have the Pillars of Creation. Unfortunately, I can't get this from where I'm at because it is too low. And what I mean by it too low is that where my shed is, it blocks it, unfortunately. So the Eagle, the Trifid, the Lagoon, the Omega, the Swan, all that I cannot get unless if I were to modify my shed and actually bring part of it down, which I may do at the end of the summer. Be prepared. Be ready. But Mr. Caleb put on here one of my favorite images I've ever taken, period. 45-minute exposure with the L Extreme, which I actually have myself. The L Extreme filter in a Bortle 8 zone, which actually we are in a Bortle 7/8 ourselves. The Pillars of Creation M16 Eagle Nebula, what do you think? Zenistar 61-2 apochromatic refractor with a ZWO 183 MC Pro. Hashtag astrophotography, hashtag space. Well, Caleb, that is an amazing image. Absolutely phenomenal. I love how pinpoint the stars are, and on top of that, you got color. I love the ZWO cameras and how they can get that, especially with it being cameras. They're sensitive enough to pick up that hydrogen emission. So, phenomenal. Phenomenal job. I absolutely love it. And that's what we do at this channel, is that we show images from everybody that comes on. We do this a lot where I will go on. I showed a couple images from Daryl. Daryl lives out in the United Kingdom, and he takes a few images and I show them off. Jeff Lucas, as a photographer, I show images from him. Troy, you've done that a couple times too. So a lot of people, I show images because it's not just about me. It's about you guys. I want to see what images you take, because there might be some things that I cannot get out here that I get to see and how amazing it is. So, Caleb, great job. If you have any more images on your Twitter, make sure you let us know, and we will definitely post it. It's simple, very easy to do, and this way I can show it off. And you're very welcome. You are very welcome. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch objects. We just finished in blue. So we've done red, green, and blue of the ring, which is M57. Most of the structures that were there last year were gone, and new ones in their place, but different spots in the same area. Interesting. Very interesting. And you're up in a good place where that is, too. Really good place. So while we're moving everything and getting things together, we're going to flip it back to the wide field. Get this set up and ready to go. I had to get a drink. Whew. All right. All right, so we're going to stop the guider. All right. We're going to stop the image on that one. We're going to stop the image on this one. We've taken quite a few of these here, so that is phenomenal. And now, we should be high enough in the sky. It's 12:30 a.m. Eastern Time. We should be high enough to get the North American Nebula. At least I sure as heck hope so. We're at 36 degrees, so nope, not 36. Propeller's at 36. 28. That should be close enough. We should be good. Let's move it. Let's try it out. Let's see. Let's try. Moving them out. Moving them out. Okay, moving up. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to move this into Pelican and North American Nebula. That is the main event of tonight's show. The main event. Just getting it set here. Oh, it is. It's absolutely phenomenal. I absolutely love doing this one. It's just high enough, or just starting to rise just enough where I can possibly get it. Alright, so now we are going to take a quick frame here. See where we are. Okay. And now we're going to flip the filter. H alpha, go. Hopefully the star's bright enough I can see it so I can focus it. Just barely. Yes! Just barely. Sweet! 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wrong way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're just getting the sucker in focus. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I don't have the actual focuser where you can actually use it, where it does offsets and all that stuff. I do things old-fashioned. And old-fashioned I mean by I have what's called the Orion AccuFocus. And I just doing it solely by clicking. Right there. That's perfect. That is in perfect focus. We are good. Let's take a quick exposure, see where the hell we are. Quick, I mean by 35 seconds. Gain is at 20. Let's see where we are. We may have to move it up just a tiny bit, but let's see. And where are we for this one? Let's see. Let's see. Taking exposures. Okay, that's at 28 seconds. This one should be just about done also. Okay. Let's see where we are here. It's got to go up just a slight bit. Like a hair. Alright. Gotta go up. So up would be east, I think. Let's see. Nope, wrong way. Gotta go south. That's right. South is north. That's right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should do it right there. And we should be in good shape. Perfect. Now let's take a quick exposure, see where we are. All right. 15 seconds. See what we got here. Let's see where we are. Let's see. Perfect. Dead on. Perfecto. Now my question is, where is it on the other camera? We may have to move it. Let's see. Yeah, we may have to move it. It's right where... 1, 2, 3. We'll try that and see. Because these are not 100% lined up. As soon as the moon hits half full, then that's when I'm going to point it at the moon and then get these aligned where they're both going to be at dead center. And then we'll be in good shape. I want to see where it moves here. Okay, going in the wrong direction. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to see if we can get some kind of nebulosity on the other camera. I know for a fact I'm not going to get anywhere close to getting the whole structure. It's a 102 millimeter refractor, so with it being 102, I know I'm not going to get everything on it, but I want to get just the top of the North American Nebula. Yeah, that should be good right there. Okay. I think I'm satisfied with that, I think. Yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Okay. Fine. That's good. Good, good, good. That's the middle of it, so that's fine. And we got some... Oh, that's a great guide star. Ho, ho, ho. That's a phenomenal guide star right there. Alright. Now that we got the guide star going, we're going to take a super long exposure. Buckle your seatbelts. This is going to be a while. And go. Now that one's done. What I want to do now is get the color just right. So I think we should be just about good with the color. Yeah, we should be fine with color, because I think I nailed that dead on. Okay. So that one's already starting. And go. And now both images are starting. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to that one. We're going to take a 12-minute exposure on the monochrome in hydrogen alpha. And then we're going to take a 7-minute image, or 8 minutes. Probably not 8. We'll probably do 5. That way we'll get 2 images for every one. That should be good. Alright, so those two are going right now as we speak. The first one's already at 2.5 minutes. Second one's already at 1 minute. So we're going to make sure we go through with that. Alright. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to flip this camera. Or flip the field of view here. Rotate 90 degrees. Rotate 90 degrees. That's much better. That gives you more of a perspective of view of the Milky Way. Instead of looking at the house upside down, we'll be able to look at this right side up. Makes it a little bit easier. And we'll be able to watch it rise, which is nice. So the images are working their way through. Guiding is solid right now. We're not having really any true issues right now. Knock on wood. Right now it's at 0.73, so it's solid right now. We got less than a minute left on the Altair camera to see what we got. And we still got 6.5 left on the Meade. And Caleb, if you're still here, I'll go over a few things on my channel of what we do, what you're seeing on the screen. I'm sure you're pretty familiar on how this is and what we got going on. Is I have my own, what I call shed observatory. Is I made my own shed, put everything all in there, and insulated it, and keep it warm in the winter, and I keep it cold in the summer. Tigers' right-hand pitcher Spencer Turnbull hasn't allowed a hit through 8 innings against Seattle. Tigers might be throwing a no-hitter here. Interesting. If you like baseball, well, there you go. Alright, so the first image is done. Let's take a look and see what we got here. Oh, excuse me, I burped. Let's see here. Oh! Perfect. Love it. Go to the Altair here. Beautiful. So we can pull out a little bit more detail here. Oh, just gonna go one over. Darn it, one over. Let's see if we could try to pull out a little bit more detail here. I like it. Yeah, we're trying to try to move it over here. Let me reset it. Hang on. Resetting. They went too far on the red. There we go. We're working on it. We're working on the color chart. But you get the idea of it. That's cool. Pretty neat. And we'll take a whole bunch of these too, where I'll be able to get this just right. This is the Altair Hypercam 269C. And the first image for the monochrome is just about done. So be ready. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. 12-minute image. We're going to take 3. Oh, I'm impressed. Oh, that's just not fair. That's not fair. Good Lord. Wow. Whew. I'm 10 minutes in uploading a 3-minute video. That's crazy. Ha! Another satellite. 64% done. go. That's set. Now we're gonna start stacking the ones for the Altair camera. How much time do we have left on the media camera here? The 12-minute image here. We're at 5:43, so we still have about 6 minutes or so left on that one. Oh, excuse me, that was a gigantic burp. Sorry about that. Caleb, that was so nice of you. Caleb, thank you so much. I'm going to have to bounce. Happy imaging, my friend. Shots look great. Caleb, thank you. I so appreciate it. I hope you can come onto my stream. The next image is done. And also, what I'm going to do is I'm going to post Caleb's YouTube here. Make sure that you subscribe to his channel. There you go. So that is his YouTube. I will be watching his videos all day tomorrow. I want to make sure that he gets the recognition that he deserves. I'll be definitely doing that. I also made you moderator, so now you can post links, you can do everything straight from there, and you know, you deserve it. Anybody who is an astronomer, whether you're taking images of planets, stars, galaxies, time lapses, star trails, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Even the moon. Even the moon. I don't care if you have to take your phone and put it right up to the eyepiece. I think it's phenomenal. Everything that is astronomy is phenomenal and should be shared. So, Caleb, keep up the good work. Next image is done. This is image number 2 in hydrogen alpha. As soon as the third image is done, we're going to flip this to oxygen 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to get the Hubble palette. That's right, we're all in it together. You got it. Universal citizen, welcome. So we're gonna go a little bit more for the exposure. We're gonna try 8 minutes here on the Altair camera and see if we can probably get some more. So we got one more to go in hydrogen alpha. Let's see here.
Believe who he's calling that to. You don't deserve what he's putting you through. It's not your fault, don't know. No way I'm saying so. Promise you'll end it the second you can. Promise I'll
All right, there we go. That's all set there.
It's not your fault, don't know. No way I'm saying
All right, so 5-minute exposure. That one. We'll flip back to the wide field here. There we go. Milky Way is starting to really come in really well beyond the house. Trying to see if I can get a common medium here so it doesn't cut off too much here. There we go. I think that's perfect right there. Once the house starts to go down, and we should be able to get more of the Milky Way, and that top is going to be less black because the way that the lens is. So I got to try to flatten that out. Eventually I'm going to do flats with this too. I got a flat panel board that should be here shortly. I broke mine. So we'll get one. We will get one. 1 minute, 31 seconds. Video took 20 minutes to upload it to Facebook. Wow. Let me check it. Let me see. The world of Facebook. Do a no-hitter. The Tigers pitcher threw a no-hitter. So, Universal Citizen wants to know why the image is in black and white. Well, the image that is looking through the Meade monochrome, it's in black and white because it's more sensitive. So you're going to get more detail out of it. Now, to get it in color, what we would have to do is shoot this in red, green, and blue. Or, if you wanted to do this in Hubble palette, you would get this in hydrogen alpha, which that's what we're doing right now, oxygen 3, and sulfur 2. So we would be getting those and then combine them to get a colored image. So that's what we're doing with that one. The Altair camera, that's a colored camera. So we are going to be getting that one in color. And then, you know, my wide field, that's in black and white because that's also a monochrome camera. I want to get more detail on the Milky Way. So if I were to take a regular, say, colored camera and put that on there, you're not going to get as much detail. Yeah, color is going to show up. It's going to look great for the stars, but you're not going to see the Milky Way at all. This is an extremely sensitive camera that's going to be able to see the Milky Way. That's why my wide field is in black and white. And so far it's worked out pretty good. Now in previous streams last year, we were using the T7 camera, the T7 camera, which is colored. And it looked cool, but I was only getting maybe 40, 50 stars if I was lucky. This one you're getting, just in a very short span through the Milky Way, you're probably getting over 100. Which is, that's what I want. I want as many stars as I possibly can. Alright, so now it is starting to stack now. Let's take a look what the colored one has here. And of course, naturally, through the one that's through the Altair, it's going to start getting more and more defined as we stack them more and more. And you're going to start seeing more of the nebula. Thank you, Chris. I have no idea of astrophotography, but I want to learn it. Hope you will make tutorials for beginners like me, and I will. No doubt about it. You know, I want to make sure that you guys get as much information as possible. You know, getting stuff like this is phenomenal. It really is. Showing the beauties of the sky, but also learning the sky, where things are, what things do, you know, getting beginner telescopes, trying to figure things out. You know, that's what it's all about. I want you guys to, you know, I'm not afraid to put out my Facebook. I'm not afraid to put out my Twitter, my Instagram. Hell, I even have a TikTok now. That's just crazy. And I'm putting videos out on that. You know, it's really, really cool. And I have a website, which is really awesome too. So there's a lot of things on here that I want to show everyone. And I want you guys to share with me. Caleb was on earlier. Caleb's never been on the stream before. I just saw him on Twitter and looked at his image, loved it, showed it on my stream because I think it should be well known. So universal citizen, if you have things that you like shown, like if you're looking at the moon, if you're looking at the stars, if you're looking at anything, even if you take your smartphone, snap a picture. You never know what you're going to find when you take a picture of the night sky. You just never know. And that's the cool part. Where are we on this image? How much time do we have? Oh, good. 30 seconds. And then we're going to flip this over to Oxygen 3. Then we're going to take a 12-minute image of Oxygen 3. And hopefully, we'll get something. Alright, so now that one's done. So now, we're going to take this, and we're going to go to... Perfect. Crank up the gain here. So I can see exactly where we are. Perfect. And now switch this to Oxygen 3. Hopefully we'll see a star here. Ah, perfect. Good, 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 good. Alright. 1, 2, 3. What is that going to do? Is that going to make it better or is it going to make it worse? Oh, perfect. 1. Let's see, is that better? That should be perfect right there. Okay. I think that's good. I like to see the middle star here. Let's see. That should be pretty good. I don't see why. Yeah, that's very good. Okay, cool. So only had to move like 2 or 3, so I think these are parafocal. Alright. So let's get this together here. Alright, let's see here. .08. We're going to keep the gain at the same throughout, so there we go, 4.08. And then we're going to take 3 in hydrogen and alpha, 3 in oxygen 3, and then also 3 in sulfur 2. 12 minutes apiece, it's 36 minutes, 36 and 36. That's 108. So 36, we'll take it out till 2. We'll be done around 2:30. So sit back. We're going to be a while. It's going to be a while, but it's also going to be fun at the same time. Alright, so now we're starting to see some detail. Things are just going to start coming through here. Get ready. We're going to start seeing some detail on this Altair camera now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Details starting to pop in through this. Awesome. It's dark now, but as we take more and more, this is going to get lighter and lighter and lighter, and we're going to start seeing more info come in. Oh, this is awesome. This is great. That is friggin' awesome. We're just taking just 5-minute exposures with the colored camera. This is your main event. Your main event of the night. What's cool about the colored camera, though, what's really nice is that you're going to have both of them. Not only the North American Nebula, which is on the left side, but the Pelican's going to be on the right. Well, flipped, but you know what I mean. I think I gotta flip it back, actually. Hang on. Yeah, I think it's flipped. Hang on. Yeah, it's flipped. Transform. Horizontal. Bam! There. Now we're back. That's what I want. Okay. Spectacular. It is spectacular. And the more we get of this, the brighter this is going to be, the more detailed we're going to get. So this is exciting. The only crappy part is we got to wait till like midnight to get this. 12:30, because it rises. It's pretty much a summer object is what this is. There's a lot of objects we're gonna get too. We're gonna get tons of objects. We're gonna get, image the hell out of the North America and Pelican Nebula. We're going to image the living crap out of the Veil. So there's the Veil Nebula, which we're gonna get, which I'm so excited for. It's the entire Veil complex. You have the Eastern, Western, and then also the Pickering. So there's a bunch of that. We're going to do the Crescent again. We're going to get the entire Satyr complex. We're going to do the Dumbbell Nebula. We're going to get the Cave Nebula, which that's going to be epic. We're going to revisit the Elephant Trunk. We're going to do that one. There's NGC7000. We're going to do that one. So there's the Bubble, which I can't wait, and the Lobster Claw. There's that one we're going to do. So there is a ton of objects we're going to be doing over the next 2 to 3 months, whenever it's clear. Now, will we get 8 straight nights in a row again? Doubt it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Alright, so the next image is done here. So now you're going to start to see this getting brighter and brighter. So this was the first image we took. So you can see how dark it is. You can't see any detail at all. Like nothing. And it's hard to stretch an image that doesn't have any detail. This is the next one. So this is number 2. And then number 3. So now we're starting to see a little bit more. So now we have to stretch this one. But stretching it means we're going to get a little bit more data now. There we go. So slowly but surely, this is starting to come in. You're starting to see more detail, and yet the stars are still pinpoint. This is perfect. And we're halfway through the first Oxygen 3 image. So we're almost there on that. It's 11 in the morning here. Due to extreme light pollution in my area, it's hard to get an amazing view of the night sky. Well, to tell you the truth, you'd be surprised with where we are here. I'm in Niagara Falls, New York. So I have to battle, and I've done this in a couple of streams, where I have to battle Niagara Falls, Buffalo, Amherst, Lancaster, Seneca, Tonawanda, North Tonawanda, all these towns and cities that have to battle the light pollution here. We are on Bortle scale 8. The worst is 8. So roughly about 2,500% above natural brightness. And yet we can still pull out detail. You can overcome light pollution no matter where you are. You really seriously can. I know if I look up, I can barely see maybe 15 stars, maybe 20 stars if I'm lucky. But it's having a good mount, having a good telescope, and a great camera. If you have those three, you're golden. But everything starts with a base. That's the biggest thing I tell people, is that when you build a house, you got to start with the foundation. That's the biggest thing. If you start with the foundation, you work your way up, then you'll be great. I've seen people get expensive telescopes, like super expensive telescopes, and super expensive cameras. But then they put it on a cheapo mount, and it doesn't track, and it doesn't do good, so there's no point. So start with a base first, get a great mount, and then work your way off of that. That's the best way, I would say, for a lot of people. More Jello is in the house. Welcome, More Jello. Hope you're enjoying the pens. You know, I've sent out pens to only a select few. Ones that are on my stream on a consistent basis. Ones that come in. Ones that have helped me over the last 3 to 4 years. You guys deserve it. If you want more, please let me know. Fill out another form, and I'll be more than happy to get them out. I am going to the post office in the next couple of days. So, if you need pens, please let me know, and I'll be more than happy to send them out to you. So we got 3 minutes left on the Oxygen 3 one. I'm hoping we can pull out some detail on that one. I'm really, really hoping we do. I'm all set. Appreciate it. Yeah, no problem. You sent the request in? Request granted. Alright, so the next one is done. So now it's getting even brighter. So now you're actually starting to see detail before we even stretch it. Yeah, it's starting to really come together. That is really cool. That detail is crazy of what you're pulling out with this. That's nuts. Now, of course, this is right between North American Nebula and the Pelican.
Breathe in, breathe out. Soon enough it will be conquered somehow. Oh, when I'm done, I would never think I'd be until now. But if I wait too long,
It's hard to find telescopes here in Nepal. I need to import it from India, but here to COVID-19 second wave, all of them are to service. Yeah, oh, I can only imagine. I can only imagine how hard that is. So sorry to hear that.
have to persist. If I don't, I'll never know what I'll miss.
Wow,
Sometimes,
you actually get some detail with this. Wow,
but I never
look at that.
vision like this. Vision like this. A vision like
Whoa,
but I never
look at that.
vision like this.
That's an oxygen 3. How sweet is that?
But if I wait too long, I won't wait it.
Wow,
Conscience will not be fading.
that is so cool. So looking at that, that is really neat to see in oxygen 3, because that's oxygen 3. This one here, I could show you the difference. This one's hydrogen alpha. So that's hydrogen alpha. So that's a big difference. And these are 12-minute images. There's your difference. The stars look damn good for this being 12. I could probably go to 20. That's how good the stars are right now. No problem, Joe. Next one's done. That detail is insanity. This is only going to get brighter, where we'll be able to see more and more detail of this.
I won't make it easy for you now. You got 2 minutes of my time, and I don't really break too easily, but I'm worth it, 'cause I'll slip into your dreams tonight. Oh, so give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it. You'll swear you're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me. I wanna make you sweat on me. I got you wrapped around my finger, but don't you try to call me tomorrow. There's nothing personal in having a little fun. You wait to see if it's worth your while. So give me your all. I'll take it to Mars. Oh, I'll stick like glue inside your mind. Just watch me break it. You'll swear you're falling into me, touch me. I swear you would do anything that I want, so keep us awake till the dawn. Baby, feel free. I wanna make you sweat on me.
Does it need costly or specific processor for rendering an image? Well, not really. I mean, the thing I would say is you gotta make sure you have RAM. That is probably the biggest thing, which is random access memory. So in my opinion, you'd have to get a computer or a laptop that has a ton of RAM. That's
Try to hide it, but you had me from
I mean, if you get, like, for the one laptop that I have here, I have 2 of them here. And I use one for doing the processing, and then I have one for streaming. So I go back and forth between the 2 of them, but I have what's called dual PC streaming. And it works out absolutely perfectly, where I have absolutely no problems at all. Go back to the wide field here, see, because you can see how much the Milky Way has moved. We should be just about done with image number 2 here. Let's see where we are here. Yeah, we got 3.5 minutes. And then we'll go do the last one. Just about done. We got just under 3 minutes left. The next one is done here. So we'll look at here. We'll switch it back to the Altair camera here, and we can look at the difference here. Okay. So we have Alright, so this is image number 1. Okay? Like we talked about before. Image 2. Image 3. 4. 5. And 6. So far we have 6 5-minute images. That's 30 minutes that we'll be stacking one on top of the other, each one getting better and better and better as it goes along. Yeah, that's really cool. It's really starting to come in, and you're starting to see the middle detail now. That's insanity. That's unreal. Wow. Yeah, it's a little purple, and that's okay. We're gonna be able to change it as soon as it gets a little bit lighter. That's insanity. That's unreal. Alright. Next image is now done. So we have one more left in Oxygen 3. So we'll be done in 48 minutes. Are you going to stream the Super Blood Moon Eclipse later this month? That's going to be tough. And that's going to be a little tough for me, and I'm going to tell you why. With that, it's going to be, if I remember correctly, it's the 26th of May, I think. And I think it's early in the morning, like really early. Pretty sure it's the 26th. Let me see. I'm gonna double check. Or is it like the end of the month? Hang on. I'm gonna tell you in a second here. All right, it's June 10th. I got one on June 10th is when it is. It's May 26th. Oh, I know what you're saying. It's a different eclipse. Duh, I'm an idiot. There's an actual solar eclipse on June 10th. Yeah, we're gonna miss it, unfortunately, on May 26th. On the 26th of May, what it'll do is the eclipse starts at 4:48 a.m. my time, and by the time it's completed, you're talking like 10 a.m., which means the moon is already set. So unfortunately, I will not be able to see it. And then there's a solar eclipse on June 10th. That's what I thought you were talking about. Which we'll probably see that, but that's again early in the morning. Yeah, you're getting tons of detail with this. You're starting to get more of like in the middle too. So like these two are going to start merging together. It's going to be so much detail. How much time we have left on the Oxygen 3? We got 6 minutes left. And we'll be done in 42 minutes. So we've done just a shade before 2:30. What's my... That's funny. That's a good one. That's a really good one. 3 minutes to go. Sure. "17 seconds, and then we will flip this to sulfur 2. Oh, I missed. Hang on. Let me read. That's a good one. Yeah, I don't even need to do anything. These are parafocal. I don't want to touch these at all. There we go. So we will be done in 36 minutes. Wow. That's detailed.
Thinking that I could have done something, but now I'm left with an empty heart. No making amends, no waking up beside you and holding you till we forget it all. How could I know there was no second chances? Like dominoes, my life got really scattered. You couldn't keep the door shut, and now the frostbite's creeping in. 'Cause I've been stone cold since you left me here. So come home, why won't you reappear? Things that I said came out totally wrong. Can't speak of the truth when it's tainted. I fell into a big black hole. It got me stone cold. You got me stone cold.
It affects it a little bit. I mean, you got to. One of the things you have to do is not only do you have to check to see if it's clear outside, but you also have to check for seeing and transparency. So, what may look like it's super clear outside, and you look out there and you go, wow, look at the stars, look at this, look at that. You also have to look at what's called the CSC, which is a clear sky chart. You could download an app right on your phone. You could take a look at it and see what the transparency and what the seeing is. And now they even have ones called smoke. You also have the wind to deal with, and then also the moon to see, you know, if the moon is full. If the moon is full, good luck trying to image because you won't be able to. I mean, that's gonna be really tough, but not impossible. Yeah, detail's really coming out. So we're halfway through the first one. We'll take 2 more after this, and then we are done for the night. I mean, that detail is insanity. And I love this color too. Next one is done. 20 seconds left on the first Sulfur 2 image. Alright, so the first one is now done. And we are on to the second one. So let's take a look and see what the image we got here. Sulfur 2. Probably not as much detail. Well, there's definitely detail. Holy crap. Damn. You can definitely get some detail in this. Wow. I didn't think you get that much detail in the Sulfur 2. That's crazy. Wow. We got 2 more left. We got about 20 minutes and then we'll be done. Because we got a ton of data tonight. The most important thing is that we cleaned out the camera, cleaned out the filter. You give it up. Yeah, well, I never give up. I never give up, Joanne. You know that. I keep going and going and going. I never give up for anything. Pretty much what I just did was I restarted the computer, cleared the cache files, and then just restarted, and after about maybe 20 minutes it started working again. So third time's the charm. And it worked. And if you're just joining me, we are getting the North American Nebula and the Pelican Nebula. And what we're doing is, in the Meade camera, we are taking this in Sulfur 2. And we have about 5 minutes to go on number 2. We have one more image after this, and then we are calling it a night. So, we're just about done. So let's see, we got 4 minutes left on that one, and this one should be just about done too. Yep, got 30 seconds. Alright, got 2 minutes left on the second one, and then we move into the final image. We'll be done in 13 minutes.
Don't cry, baby, it's no concern. Oh, touch and go is what I know, but I can learn.
Oh, yawned. Excuse me.
I don't wanna cause trouble. I got a real nice attitude. I won't fuss, I won't struggle. It's all very well now, it's all very good. It's fun to pretend, and we probably should. When I get up, the lights come on, so take a good look. Yeah, soon I'll be gone. You take a picture, baby, if you wanna last long. All time good, high, don't ask me why.
Alright, so the next one is done, and we now moved on to the final one in Sulfur 2.
It's fun to pretend, and we probably should. 'Cause when I get up, the lights come on, so take a good look. 'Cause soon I'll be gone. Yeah, take a picture, baby, if you wanna last long. All time good, high, don't ask me why. Yeah, when I get up, the lights come on, so take a good look. Oh, 'cause soon I'll be gone. Yeah, take a picture, baby, if you wanna last long. All time good, high, feels good, my mind.
We never can get high enough. Nothing here to hold me up. It's pretty cool to fall in love. It's kinda like a fall from space. What they call a fall from grace. But I'm not gonna fall today. When you're up, you think you'll never go down, never go down. Ooh, once you're down, you think you'll never get up, never get up. Ooh, when we love, we think we'll never break up, never break up. Ooh, but we break up and make up, get down and get up, break up and make up, get down and get up.
I just can't believe how much data you get with the Sulfur 2. So I'm very impressed.
I never learn from my mistakes. Everything you drop breaks, even a pretty face. It's pretty cool to fall in love. I need something to take me down. It's cooler in the clouds, not when we're falling out. I don't wanna fall right now. When you're up, you think you'll never go
we got about 6.5 minutes left, and then we're gonna be done for the night. So probably about 2 more songs, and then we are gonna just end this stream. And then tomorrow it is clear again. So we're gonna be out here one more time, and then we're gonna get some more objects, and we're gonna have some even more fun. We got about 5 minutes left.
It's up to us. So won't you give me just what I need. No time for riddles, you're in the middle of my self-release. You have unchained me. You haven't, yeah. You have unchained me. You haven't, oh yeah.
That is unreal.
I don't spend time thinking about what could go wrong.
Alright, we're down to the final minute. So, we are going to start closing up shop. So, I'm going to start doing all my thank yous and all the wonderful things that have been going on. So, I want to thank... I'm going to go backwards, okay? So, we're going to thank Joanne. I think Anna, Universal Citizen, coming on in, more Jello, the newest of the Elliott clan, Caleb, which is also Astro-Imaging, which, by the way, the biggest thank you to Caleb is donating. That was super awesome, which is amazing, and I totally appreciate it. Mr. Dave, and I know Troy was on earlier when we were doing the stream previously. Andy, I think, was on for a little bit, and then we had Venus with V, but she was on. She was on too, so there was a lot of people that were on, and it just doesn't get any better. It's absolutely amazing. I totally appreciate everything that you guys do for me every single night. You know, we'll be on again tomorrow night. Tomorrow will be 8 in a row. You know, we've been averaging about 4 hours a night. So, with that being said, thank you guys for coming on in. You guys enjoy the rest of your evening / morning. And we'll be back tomorrow. But we'll take a look at these images in depth and see what we get. And take a look. So you guys have a wonderful night. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye.
You showed me how to dare to love. So tell me